Those of us who were not here yesterday, news reached us and we announced to you that the national president's baby boy. So as we talk this season, we are missing our latest baby boy. Glory to God. That's why you don't have him around as a man. They were at the Ridge Hospital, and information indicates he's still there. We're waiting to see before we leave. And those of us who are still not following very well, I discovered that during the reading of the word, some people still will be looking around instead of keenly looking into the Bibles. We're reading the entire epistles of John in this occasion. So by the time we're living here, if you have never had the opportunity to read 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, you should have done that by the time this meeting is over. So if you haven't followed what has been read so far, you are in debt of what is happening. So make arrangements and get yourself out there to duty so that in your private time you can go through what we have gone through already and catch up with us, so that for nothing at all you can say that I've been able to read through all the epistles of John. It's very significant, very, very important. Those who were in the last meeting, you know how many books we read, and those who are objects of the week, we've read a little over 10 of them, to the best of my memory. It means that progressively pressing the Bible as a family by ourselves. You know you've been struggling. You make all the efforts you can. You start right. And by the 3rd day, you say, I'll do it in the evening. And by the evening, you say, let me make it in the morning, so I've done it. By the time the Spirit woke you up, you said, oh, it's so soon. And thereon, you end up of reading through the Bible all by yourself. This is an opportunity for you to take advantage of getting through several of the books as a family. Somebody told me that what we started has helped him when he went back home. It has encouraged him to continue. And it's so beautiful. I believe you can do so to yourself. Now let's read again from 1 John 3 and verse number 16. 1 John 3 and verse number 16. Where we will receive an invitation as Elohim to practice what God practices. Can we all feel the atmosphere's word? Ready, go.
Yeah, I receive the Lord.
All of us, ready, go.
Yeah, I receive what God is like for us.
Hallelujah. Last night we tried to properly identify what love is. And oftentimes we discover that we get trapped by our own desires and our own passions into so many things that have never been love and yet called love by society. And it leaves us with a lot of troubles. We explained that it must always be, if it is love, it must be a hunger in your spirit to see the divine beauty in another soul, in another spirit, a hunger in your soul to see the divine beauty in another soul. And that hunger informs your actions, informs your behavioral patterns, informs your attitudes, and it ensures that the target, the object of your worship is the beneficiary, ultimate output in kind, or in same vein. Like Jesus said, if you only give to those who can give back to you, you paid yourself, as it were. And so, if it is love, it's a burning hunger out there. It's a burning hunger out there for the profiting of the object of your love without you expecting anything in return. You don't set up with your partner and begin to list all the things you have done for them and what they never did for you. They've do that for you. I get this for you. What have you ever done for me? What have you ever done for me? As it were, you're not talking love. You're not talking love. What we have heard is strongly that love is give and take. And these things we have discussed in some of our meetings, as it were. And their understanding of love being give and take is that from one angle, love is give and take. I give and I take, I give and I take, I give and I take, I give and I take. But when you take time at scripture, you would say love is give and give. As it were. If there will be anything like give and take in love, it is going to be a giver and a taker. Not a giver being a taker, as it were. It is not here and there. You don't give to expect anything in return. Not at all. It is totally different. It's a hunger in your spirit, and that the only thing that satisfies that hunger in you is when you see that the beauty divine deposited in your object of worship is coming up. Your object of love is coming up. The person is shining. The person is coming up. Everything good in them is coming out. And when you see people celebrate them, my goodness, you good, you then you find yourself contented. Sometimes you will not even be connected in the picture that you hide. When you see that by virtue of what you gave up in love, the person is shining, is prospering, is getting well. You feel contentment out there in your spirit. Such is what we see God living. And so we're told that in this wise, this is how we identify what the love of God does. This is how we can make out is God's love. And he said, he not his. Whenever they are Jesus laying down, we preach and translate it, he laid down his breath. Oh, we ya ya ya. Oh, we ya ya ya. Oh, we ya ya ya. Did you Scripture laid down his breath as a way. He doesn't need breathing to. You didn't hear what I just said. He doesn't need breathing to be alive. Help me preach that to somebody. My Jesus doesn't need breathing to be alive. You still don't get me, eh? No. Let me give you Bible for what I'm saying. I'm not speaking out of boss room. I can't say bro. And your boss room. I'm not loves me. Correct? I am able to lay down my life. So this Okay? He lays it down. So the one here is without a life. Let's go by lifeless, go by able to happen. As a way. You don't know who your Jesus is. We're just brushing over some. When Jesus showed what the biggest problem of humanity was, to that at the well of Jacob, that Samaritan, to identify as a way. When she abandoned the gods of her nation and she approached the God in me, yes, I have not gone to the cross for the entire humanity. In my physical self, I was only for the Jews. But because she crossed that borderline of seeing me as a Jew, but seeing me as God and worshipped me, it became imperative on me to give them, because in my God, I am God for the whole world. Your biggest problem is that you don't die. The gift of God. The gift of God. And who it is that tells you, give me water. You don't understand what a gift of, the content of the gift of God, the makeup of the gift of God, the load of the gift of God, the power, the worth of the gift of God is something that is beyond comprehension. If you can see me as such, the minute you hear me say, give me water, you say, oh my God, I'm ready to receive. The minute you hear me say, give me water, you say, oh, he's here. He's here. All I have has arrived. All I need has arrived. Everything I'm looking for has arrived. Only you can know who the gift of God is. I'll preach this thing some other time properly. It's significant. She even crosses to the next level of saying that, hey, look at you. Empty-handed. Empty-handed. You got nothing to fetch the water. They say I have nothing. But there's God. You have nothing to fetch the water, and yet you're saying you give me living water. One thing that blew my mind about that question was that had that lady ever fetched living water from that well? And the man is saying that I will give you living water if you ask me. And her mind is still on rope and bucket. Her mind was still stayed in the order and era of Jacob. No. Can I have somebody shout, I'm past that stage? I'm past those days. I know who the gift of God is. Glory to God. Let me leave that. That's for another meeting. As we'll talk about the Lord. But before I leave that, let me still do this. Before I abandon it, let me do this, because I don't want anybody to hang in there, not connecting right. Can I have somebody say, my hands are not empty? My hands are not empty. Yes, I'm speaking to your living here and your living there. Turn at somebody and tell them, you may be seeing nothing in my hands, but my hands are not empty. My hands are not empty. I draw the water anyway. Tell them I draw the water. Tell them tell you, I don't live on man-made principles. I don't survive by man-made ways. I live on signs and wonders because He Elohim, of which I am. We are for signs and wonders. We produce results miraculously, not by the usage of man's principles, man's ways, man's strategies. Don't judge me by what you see. Don't measure me by what I look, because I have my own realm, my own level of dealing. We'll talk about it another time. I want you to go knowing that you don't do it man's way. Can you turn and tell anybody who says you have nothing that you are? You didn't hear what I just told you. Say it has happened the way God said it. I am getting it the way God said it. I'm connecting to it the way God said it. You can't do anything about it. I may not have your rope. I may not I'm getting it anywhere. I'm living it anyway. Jesus. Glory to Jesus. Well, turn at somebody. I know the gift of God. 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 And who it is. And who it is. Church, let me tell you this, that if you hear the Lord this morning inviting you to the realm of divinity to manifest love, He's simply saying that get ready for the showering of unprecedented love over your life. He's asking you, anytime you hear God inviting you, saying, come, bring. He's saying that, remember I told you about the colt. He said the master had need of it. Who benefited between the colt and the master? Who profited? On the outskirts of the village. If you remember how Jesus sent them, He said, go to the village over against you. Before you enter, on your entering, you see a colt tied. Inside the village, Ankasa, how is it? Then you are left on the outside, at the mercy of the weather, at the mercy of chance. You are left, no proper care, nothing. And then Jesus says, go and loosen it. Bring it here. But I promise you that in that deprived state, there are some people still watching over it who will not accept the deliverance of that colt. They will not accept it. And they will question why you are bringing them deliverance. To somebody who was here last night. There are some people you are going to love. There are some people you are going to shower the love of God on. And trust me, that is why this thing I tell you is a spiritual, this thing of love giving is a spiritual affinity. Because the depravity the people are enduring as we talk now, a lot of them are spiritually motivated. The kinds of things they find themselves in, that is causing them to lack the love of God. They're spiritually motivated. And so if you don't love them from your regenerate spirit, where you will be guarding them. I don't know how many of us were there. If you look at the one by your side and you can love them, turn at them and tell them, I go to you. God. You can help it. God is love. And that is why you can't make mistake with your love. That is why there can be no error. Yeah. Just be taught how to do with God's will. And there can be no errors. All right, you see, yesterday I was trying to establish with you that we've not been aided so much with language to understand. Psychologists will tell you, some says there are 8 types of love. Senior psychologists here, professional psychologists seated here with us. Why psychologists are telling us there are 8, some say types of love. Theologians tell us there are 4 types of love. Yes. I wish to ask, how many types of God do we have? God is love, not loves. God is loves. Tell us how many types of God we have. Yes? How many types of God do we have? Yes? How many types of God do we have? God is love. No, somebody created a language challenge, as it were. And we only have to know God from His word the way it is. And that is it. Those of you who can have good Bibles on you, let's read from John chapter 21. Since you understand what I'm saying. Particularly translations out there in your Bibles. Let's go there and look at what happened here. Let's see. I won't preach this subject because as from today till tomorrow and not finish. I won't preach it. I'll just show it and then we'll get out of that. Do you have it? Those of you who have it, look at verse number 15. 21:15. Can I have somebody say, I love as God? I love as God. Those of you at the back, otherwise I'll push you forward. We don't need any movements. I'll bring your chairs to fill the here and all of us will stay in the small area. If I don't hear you talking to me, tell it, I love as God. I love as God. So when they had dined, Jesus saith unto Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me? Lovest thou me? What is the original word translated lovest thou me? If anybody has a good Bible. I'm just trying to show you something. Jesus. Let's go on. He saith unto him, yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. What is the original word for Peter's love thee? Was he actually responding to Jesus? Did he actually say, yeah? Was Peter actually giving
giving accentuation to what Jesus said. He said, yes. Language did not help us in breaking some things down as the way. Please listen. And if it is the lady, I know a lady, a white lady who comes in out there that error as dogs. The evangelicals, they had Bible harmony. So you know they are Christians. So can we which portion of the Bible? Of course, not to understand the way. When God has, who is here asking how it nothing. Sorry, Kakra. What would we describe as they see us working the word. There's one. Hallelujah. Can we read it? All of us again. Go. They all need me so bad. You are a utility for them. Can I say that again? You are a utility for them. Ever they can't find help, once you appear, everything that love is in the life of anybody, you are to them. You are to them. You don't ask questions, sir. You don't bring yourself to that place, sir. So should I always be the one they are treading over in this family? Should I always be the one that they are walking over in this family? That I am the one who is doing everything for everybody. If you don't do it, who should do it? Do it, who should do it? One day God is just going to rise up and ask you, so should I be the one watching over you every night when you go to sleep? Sometimes you talk to God like he owes you. When you need him to do things. Declaration. I said, I decree and declare. Papa be on and some poor pie I decree and declare. So Papa I decree and declare. Oh God, arise. You talk like God owes you something. But the reason why all those things you do, all those things you talk, all those things you say, the reason why they don't offend him is that it is in his nature to be all of that and more to you. It is in his nature. And that is why, like we read earlier on, he said that hereby know we the love of God, that he lays down his life for us. And so we also ought to. Why is he saying ought to of necessity? Why is necessity laid on us to lay down our lives? like God does, because you have been brought into the realm of divinity. You have been brought into the land where only gods live. And so you do what God does. So if you cannot look at your life right now and see you laying your life for somebody, if you cannot recount in your life right now that I laid my life down, I laid my life down. That is why I see A in that shape. That is why I see B there. I laid my life down. You have made a waste of the God that you are. You have not brought yourself to that place where God, look at what it is that is happening to our world. You can't have any politician to trust anymore. You can't even have any minister of the gospel to trust anymore. Because once they stand before you and they talk to you, you are suspicious. You are suspicious. A lady was talking to me about her pastor. I said, her pastor, be very careful. When he stands up and says, a mega offering, I'm starting 500 Ghana. What will you bring? He's giving you a measure. That 500 he's bringing, you make profit 3 times that same day from the same offering. That even when her pastor is giving an offering, she's suspicious. That we are not saying a profit. Of 500 million. Even there, they are suspicious. You cannot find people who are willing and ready to lay down, not even their money, how much more their life. They are not ready to lay down their money for anybody. They won't do that as it were. So you look around our world and you don't know who to trust. You don't know who to believe in. But I thank God for you. You didn't hear what just heard. I said I'm thanking God for you. That by reason of what you are receiving and what you are knowing right now, men are going to come and question you. Why are you like this? And you ask them, why should I not be like this? Why are you loving in this one? And you ask them, what else can I do? I have no option. I have no room for choice. I thank God for the kind of politicians He's raising amongst us. People who know how to lay down their lives. Say, I'm not interested in getting anything. We had a very mighty man of God who passed on recently at 89. Is it 89 or 87? He was never ordained a minister, but he preached in almost every important ministers' conference around the world. He was a businessman. Made wealth and made wealth and made wealth and made wealth in an immeasurable portion. But he died a pauper. He died a pauper. No, he said the reason why I made wealth was for the expansion of the kingdom. The Lord tells me my time is up. And I'm not dying with one dime in my name as a property I left behind. So this one goes there. That one goes there. That a businessman who teaches ministers how to walk in the anointing of the Holy Ghost. A businessman, not a clerical minister. Made sure he distributed everything he made in life. Told his children, I took you to school, didn't I? He said, yes. I've led you to Christ, haven't I? He said, yes. He said, that is enough. You don't have to live on my wealth. What I made here in life was for the kingdom. Now it's time for you to make yours. I've given you the foundation. You have education, you have Christ. I didn't have as much as that. And I created this whole world as it were. I thank God for some ministers He's raising in the house here right now. Some politicians He's raising here right now. Some educators is raising here right now who will love like nobody's business. Some evangelists is raising here right now who will run around living in treetops as it were in jungles, asking, what at all am I doing here? And they will tell themselves, as the Father loved us, so ought we also to love the brethren and that which there is. My head has been rocking me and hurting so bad. Where's Bright? He was sharing something with me I needed to put a seal on right now. Day before yesterday, my head has been aching and hurting, not physically, but because I saw our vice president, who is a well-known Muslim, teaming up with Reverend Father Campbell to create a soup kitchen for street. A Muslim coming in to team up with Reverend Father Campbell. He's been with him at the Leprosarium, doing everything for these people. And now he's moved from there, out there, to street children, and he says that he is working so feverishly, this is the vice president's words, to buy a plot of land. They have the soup kitchen now at Christ the King Parish. He said that place is too small. He needs a place. So he's looking for land to buy in the city of Accra, where everybody who cannot afford a meal can walk in any time of the day and will be served food to eat. And pastors are building castles in Accra, priding in the executive duplexes they own. Pastors, reverend ministers, as it were. Shame unto somebody of the family, of the fraternity that professes that we know God and we know the love of God. And trust me, that is a pure sign of God's word. That if these ones hold their peace and shut their mouth in praising me, I will let there be life in stones. People who should not be the ones that praise me, I will cause them to do the things that my own people are refusing to do. People are priding in size of auditoriums, in size of mission houses, in size of cars they are driving, in kinds of things, how they change themselves here and there in appearance. That is where all resources are going, and they care less about manifesting the very love of God, which is, watch it. When you look at God's word, let's go first to John 3:16. I don't know why this technical thing was done. Now all of them are in John, and all of them are in 3:16. So I've said that you cannot love John 3:16 and dislike 1 John 3:16. If you love John 3:16, you must love 1 John 3:16. Otherwise, it's not complete. What do we have? All of us, let's go. Ready?
For God so loved.
Hurry up. This love thing we are talking about is not my assignment for today. I'm just finishing off from what I couldn't finish yesterday, so I can go on my assignment for today. Let's go. Hurry up.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten.
For God so loved the world. For God so loved the world. For God so loved the world. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. For God so loved the world. Help me look at somebody and tell them, for you so loved the world.
For you so loved the world.
You don't like what you're hearing. I want you to talk like you mean what you're saying.